Quote number 1. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. This means that in order to do something big, you have to sacrifice small things, and you should be brave enough to do that. You should keep growing every day in your life in order to become great. You should not become stagnant at any point of your life. One example of this is of Muhammad Ali. He refused to be inducted into U.S. Armed Forces. In 1967, he was convicted of draft evasion and was sent to jail for 5 years. Additionally, he was fined $10,000 and banned from boxing for 3 years. If he would have opted for this, his life would have been good and easy, but he gave this up to become one of the greatest boxers of all time. One thing to learn here is that to achieve big things in life, you also have to sacrifice some things. Quote number 2. The secret to success is to do the common things uncommonly well. This means that one of the best ways to achieve success is to do things which have been done before in a different and unique way which works. One example which could be relevant here is that of the world's tallest thermometer. This was built as a roadside attraction by a businessman to drive sales for his restaurant in California in 1913. This helped the businessman to achieve success and increase the sales of his drinks up to 10 times because people would drop nearby seeing the extreme temperature to quench their thirst. If we look at this closely, the businessman did nothing unique. He only sold drinks which many other people were selling at that time. But he sold them in a unique way which attracted a lot of customers and eventually made him successful. One thing to learn here is that success is not as much about the what than the how. Kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon to get notified about new videos. Quote number 3. If you want to succeed, you should strike out on new paths, rather than travel the worn paths of accepted success. This means that the real success is when a person travels on a road not taken by other people in the world and becomes successful in that. Traveling on paths of accepted success is very difficult because there is a lot of competition there. This is because most people are always interested in paths on which they get a sense of safety and security. There are very few people in the world who want to experiment with their life. Next, there is much less growth on this kind of path because people have already traveled on this path. There are many ways in the world which are unexplored and untapped, and there is a lot of potential of success on that path, but people are scared to go on that path because they have fear of the unknown. Quote number 4. I do not think there is any other quality so essential to success of any kind as the quality of perseverance. It overcomes almost everything, even nature. This means that for any person who wants to be successful in some way or the other in the world, he or she must persevere in one way or the other at some level. This is the quality through which a person can learn to face any kind of difficulties or challenges and develop any kind of skill sets possible. Even if a person's nature is different from the kind of work he or she is doing, perseverance will make them successful eventually. Even natural ability does not count as much as perseverance. Even for business tycoons, persistence is one of the most important qualities because in the beginning, failures are inevitable in a business. Carrying on without giving up is necessary for success.